Here we go. Good evening. Let's settle in. And I'm thinking about the benefits of being mindful, being very mindful about little things that we do, everything from the taste of a cup of tea or coffee, the aroma of the coffee, to eating slowly so that you taste every morsel instead of just swallowing everything, right? And shoveling and swallowing. Looking around you and noticing what's there. Paying attention. And this applies to our class as well. So the idea of being mindful of every shift we make, every transition, every pose, so that you can feel each pose rather than just do each pose. So I invite you to join me in a very, very mindful yoga practice. Close your eyes, come inside, and bring your attention to your breath. Time to allow your body to relax before we begin to move. Deepen your breath, allow your lungs to fill. Exhale slowly, make it long and slow. Inhale, prana, new life. Be mindful of the journey that your breath takes. And when you exhale, you're letting go of what you no longer need. Physical toxins and mental ones. Continue that for a few more rounds. Feeling your inhale and your exhale. Return to your natural breath and open your eyes. Okay. We're going to begin with our hands alongside our hips. Right hand moves, walks over to the right, left arm alongside left ear. Side body stretch, bend your right elbow so that your shoulder moves away from your ear. Inhale, and then on an exhale, place your left hand forward of your right knee. Bring both hands to parallel. Straight arms, look forward with a flat back. Inhale, exhale as you bend your arms and fold. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, bend and fold. Inhale and exhale. Inhale on with straight arms. Slide your hands towards your knee. Left hand on right knee, right arm supports your spine as you look over your right shoulder. Follow your breath. And notice that when you're completely empty of breath, you've got some space in your belly to allow you to twist a little bit more. When we twist, we are working on our core, which is what we talked about doing this week. If you were at the Friday class. Place your left hand on your right thigh, bring your right arm alongside your right ear, and a lateral stretch to the left. Bit of a diagonal here. And again, feel the side body stretch. Bring both arms to center alongside your ears, fingers to the ceiling. Swing your arms back behind you, interlace your fingers. Yoga Mudra behind you, opening up your heart just enough. Little baby back bend. Take a deep inhale, and then on an exhale, fold over your legs any amount. Send your knuckles back behind you or up to the ceiling. Inhale, unfold. Release your arms. Roll your shoulders in both directions. And then we'll do the other side. Left hand moves away from your hips, right arm alongside your ear. Feel the side body stretch. Lower your left shoulder. Bend your left elbow. Inhale, exhale, right hand forward of left knee, parallel arms. Inhale, straight arms, exhale, bend and fold, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, slide your hands, twist to the left. Right hand on left knee. Feel your middle twisting. Stretching and waking up your oblique muscles, your transverse abdominis muscles, which is a horizontal muscle that goes all the way around your middle. Inhale, exhale to center. Oh no, I made a mistake. Go back to your, back to your twist. Right hand on left leg and lateral stretch first. Come back to center. Swing your arms around you. This time, fingers pointing forward. You're leaning on your wrists. You're opening up your heart just a little bit more than you did before. Let's take a dragon's breath here. You're going to breathe in through your nose with a sigh out through your mouth. Inhale. Ha. 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 Once more. Ha. Spring off your fingers. Fold over your legs. Any amount. Inhale, unfold. Send your legs straight out in front of you and shake them out. Okay. Come to Dandasana, your hands alongside your hips. Active legs, feet flexed, kind of your head to the sky. Let's do a couple of sun breaths, but you're going to bend your knees on the inhale and straighten your legs on the exhale. So inhale, bend and flex, exhale, point and straighten. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Once more, inhale, exhale. We'll come back down. Release your arms. Bring your right leg into your chest and hug it. Give your body a moment here to get your seat aligned, to get your mountain spine in place. Then open your right knee out to the side, your right arch anywhere along your left leg that works for your knee. If your knee gives you problems, you might need to move it. Inhale your arms up alongside your ears. On an exhale, you're going to engage your abdominal muscles and hinge over your extended legs. Fold over any amount. Try to keep your spine long and straight, as if the crown of your head was moving towards your foot, or whatever angle that you are on. You want a straight line. Look up at your foot, release your right hand, follow it as it reaches up for the sky, as it reaches behind you and lands alongside your hip. And you use your left hand as a propeller as you come up onto your right shin. Send your right arm alongside your right ear and send your toes in the opposite direction for a full side body stretch. Then use your left arm to guide you back down to your seated position. Place your right ankle on your left thigh. Right. Bend your right knee to bring your pigeon leg a little closer to your chest. Take your knee with one hand, your foot with the other hand, or if you wish, you can wrap your hands around your leg, either way. Extend your left leg, holding your pigeon leg. And then rock the cradle. Rock it. Bring it to center. Take the outside of your right foot with your right hand. Send your foot in front of you so you have a right angle with your leg. Going to stay here using your left hand for support on the mat. You may wish to straighten your right leg. That is an option. On an inhale, you're going to send your right leg as far to the right as is comfortable for you. Try to come up to be on your sits bones. So your leg may come down a little bit rather than leaning back onto your sacrum. So come onto the base of your spine. And then maybe you'll float your left arm. Bring your right leg back to center. Switch the holding of your foot by left hand on the outside of your right foot. Your right hand for support, your arm behind you. Send your right leg across the middle line. Float your right arm. Place your right foot down on the mat outside your left thigh. We're going to do another twist. So wrap your left arm around your right leg to twist again, looking over your right shoulder. Bring your right arm alongside your ear, and you're going to turn for a counter twist in the opposite direction. You can stay right here, or if you wish, you can send your right foot away from your left thigh. And when you do that, you'll notice that you're on the outside edge of your left leg. You're going to walk your right foot a little farther away so that when we come up, you'll have that nice right angle. You're going to push into your left arm and lift your hips for a supported side plank. So remember this, because we're going to do planks later. Planks are very good core strengtheners. And come back down. So when we do side plank again, you might want to do it that way with that supporting leg. Send your legs straight out in front of you. All right. Okay, bring your left leg in. Take a breath. Then open your left leg out to the side. Arms alongside your ears, inhale. Exhale, come forward, hinge over your extended leg. Look up at your foot, release your left arm, your hand reaches up, it comes down alongside your hips. Your right arm is your propeller to come up on your left shin. Stretch, send your right arm alongside your right ear, your toes in the opposite direction. Then use your right arm to bring you down onto the mat. Left ankle on right thigh. Take a breath. Bend your right knee so that you can take hold of your left leg, and then extend it once you have your leg supported. And rock the cradle. Rock your little pigeon. Right. And then come back to center. Take the outside of your left foot, send your foot forward. Right hand is supporting you for the moment. Straighten your leg if you wish or not. It's an option. Send your left, remember that tall back. Send your left leg out to the side as far as it is willing to go. And then float your right arm. Bring your leg to center. Take the outside of your left foot. Send it toward over the center line. Float your left arm. Bring your left foot down on the mat. Wrap your right arm for a twist. Left arm alongside left ear, counter twist. Stay here or step your left foot away, walk it away, come on the side of your right leg. Use your left arm to help guide you up and your right arm to push you up. Supported side plank. Let your left arm lead you back down. Okay. Shake your legs out a little bit, rotate them. Right. So one more thing seated, since we're working on our core, you're going to put your soles of your feet on the floor, your hands under your thighs. You're going to bring your toes to the mat, and that will automatically make your spine swing back a little bit. However, you want to keep your spine as straight as possible. You don't want to do this, right? So on your toes, nice long back. Make sure you're on your sits bones. Lift both your legs and come to a right angle or your shins parallel with the mat. Use your core muscles here to keep your legs up. Maybe you'll release them. Maybe you'll lengthen your legs. Maybe not. And come back down. Your legs will be folded in front of you. Engage your abdominal muscles as you fold over your folded legs. Unfold. And then make your way onto your hands and knees. Right. So your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, arms rotated. Take a deep breath. Let's do some cats and dogs here. Inhale, curl your spine towards the mat, your heart moving slightly forward. Exhale, arch to the sky. Inhale and exhale. Continue at your own pace, remembering to be mindful of the way your spine curls in one direction and the other, of every change in your body as you move from pose to pose. The next time you're in your cat spine, pause, and then come to a neutral spine. Walk to the top of your mat. Send your right leg back behind you. Lift your right leg up hip high. Use the back of your left forearm to make sure that your hips are square, and then send your left arm alongside your left ear. Use your abdominal muscles here to keep your middle from sagging, to help you keep your balance. Bend your elbow, bend your knee. Inhale. Exhale, curl, your knee coming forward, your nose toward your knee, your elbow toward your waist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. Twice more. And bring it down. Okay, let's do that on the other side. Left leg goes back. Lift it up hip high. Check your hip alignment, then send your right arm alongside your right ear. Feel the power in this pose. Feel your core holding you up away from the mat. Bend your elbow, bend your knee. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lengthen. Curl, stretch, curl, stretch. Twice more, curl. And bring it down. Come to child's pose. Look up from your child's pose. Come to sit for a moment on your heels and then roll over onto your hips. Send your legs out in front of you. Sit in Dandasana. Arms straight out in front of you, palms facing each other. Take to a count of 20 or maybe 25 to bring yourself down to the mat, and you will be using your abdominal muscles to hold you away from the mat. When you come within 6 or 7 inches from the mat, the farther you get to the mat, closer you get, the more you're going to need the strength of your core to hold you up. And no cheating, no speeding up your count. And once you're all the way down on your mat, just get yourself set in a Shavasana pose, just for a moment. Few breaths. Bring your knees into your chest. Cross your right ankle over your left. Now, we did this on Friday. This is a full body stretch. It will help, again, with your core, and you'll see how. But some people said it was a bit confusing, or they weren't sure what I wanted them to do. So you can look at me first. So your right ankle is over your left. You're going to reach for your feet. So you're holding your feet with your hands. You're going to release your right foot. You're still holding your left. You're going to place your right foot on the mat. You're going to place your left knee on the mat. You're still holding your left foot. You're going to send your left arm alongside your left ear, reaching behind you. You're going to press your foot into the mat, your right foot, and your right knee continues to point to the ceiling as you lift your right hip up from the floor. It may not be a lot. Feel the stretch in your middle. Feel your whole back core muscles. Your rhomboids aren't involved now. That's your trapezius muscles. And then bring it down. I'm going to do that again on this side. Inhale, lift your hips, send your knee to the ceiling. Bring your hip back down. Release your foot, untangle. Lengthen your spine on the mat. Bring your knees into your chest, left over right. Take your feet. Release your left foot. Place your left foot on the mat. You're still holding your right foot. You're going to place your right knee down on the mat. You're going to send your right arm back behind you alongside your ear. You're going to press your left foot into the mat, knee to the ceiling as you lift your left hip. Feel the stretch. Feel that in your body, your hip flexors, all of your core muscles working here. And then bring it down. Once more, lift. And release and untangle. Okay, good. Send both your legs to the ceiling. Arms straight out in a T shape. palms to the ceiling. If you need to at any point, if you feel it helps you to have your palms down, then switch. Inhale your right leg down to the mat. Let it hover over the mat and then push it away like you were stepping on the wall in front of you. Exhale up. Now this time we're going to do the other leg, but I want you to think about on the inhale, feeling your core muscles stretching when you inhale. And when you exhale, feel them working for you. So inhale your leg to the mat. Push it away. Exhale, bring it back up. Other leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees, bring them into your chest, hug your knees, and roll from side to side. All right, so you are hugging your knees. You're going to lift your head and your shoulders, your knees, your nose coming towards your knees, any amount. They're not going to touch. I hope not. And then bring your head and shoulders back down to the mat. Okay, so now we're going to add on to that. You're going to inhale your head and shoulders up and bring it back down. Inhale, exhale, lift your head and shoulders. Inhale, send your feet away from you, your arms stretch back behind you, your toes going in the opposite direction. Inhale, exhale, bring your knees into your chest, hug them. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, hug. Now, when you stretch, the lower your legs are, the more work you will be doing for your core. However, it's a little hard on your lower back. So you have to be the judge of this. So just pause for a moment. You're going to exhale as you curl. And when you extend, your legs can go a little higher. When you do that, there's less pressure on your lower back. It's a little bit easier. The lower you are to the mat, the more work. So do it twice more. Stretch, curl. Inhale and exhale. Bring your head down, bring your feet to the mat, and just breathe. All right, bring your knees into your chest. Send your arms out, palms up, T-shape. You're going to place your feet on the mat for a moment. Lift your hips and send them over to the left just a little bit, like a couple inches or maybe just an inch. Then you're going to bring your knees back into your chest. You're going to come in as far as they can, and then you're going to send your knees toward your right elbow down onto the mat. I'm going to move a little farther away to make sure you can see what I'm doing. So your knees are near your elbows. Your back should be as flat on the mat as possible. Then you're going to lengthen your feet toward your hands. So you're creating a V shape. Maybe you can touch your toes. This is called Jatara Parivartanasana, and that means belly turning twist. Bend your knees, bring them back to center, bring your feet to the mat. Lift your hips, send them over to the right. Knees into your chest, send your knees to your elbow, your left elbow. Straighten your legs, your toes going toward your left hand. Maybe you can take hold of them. Bend your knees, roll back to center, bring your feet back down to the mat. Right. Bring your knees into your chest. Bring your hands to the mat. And you're going to swing your hips up into the air. Swing them up and then come up to sit. Just roll up. Right. Ready? Place your feet on the mat and come down onto your forearms. So we're going to do a graduated sit-ups so that everybody can do this, all right? So there's a point at which you will come up as far as you can, and with your arms this way, it makes it a little bit easier. Your elbows should be under your shoulders. You're going to take a deep inhale, and on an exhale, you're going to push into your wrist and come up. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, come up to sit. Inhale, come back down onto your forearms. Inhale, exhale, come up to sit. Come back onto your forearms. All right. So that is one way of doing our sit-up, and you'll feel it a little bit in your belly. So here's another way. You're going to send your feet farther away from you. So each time I show you something new, it's going to get harder. You're going to come all the way down your back on the mat. So please don't hesitate to watch me first if you feel you need to. Send your arms overhead. And remember before I talked about on your inhale, feel yourself engaging your abdominal muscles, your whole rectus abdominal muscles, that's your six-pack here, and your internal abdominal. All right, inhale, exhale, come forward. Inhale, back down on your mat, arms away. Lengthen your legs a little bit more. The closer your legs are to the mat, the easier this may be. And the other reason you really need to use your abdominal muscles here is because that will protect your lower back. Inhale, feel those muscles. Exhale, come forward. Once more. Okay. Bring your hands back down alongside your hips. Okay, great. All right. Let's come up to stand. Come to your mountain, top of your mat. Take a breath. Feel the strength of your mountain. Be mindful where your feet are, all 10 toes pointing forward, crown of your head reaching up. Inhale, gather. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Send your right leg back to a low lunge. Send your left leg back, downward facing dog. You're going to come forward to plank pose. Now, plank pose, remember when we were on our hands and knees and you had one arm forward, one leg going the other direction, and I said, use those abs. That's what you're doing now. Use the core, your whole core. Down dog. Lift your right leg. Send it behind your left leg. And then place your toes on your left heel, on the back of your left heel near your ankle, so that your toes are just resting on the back of your heel. Again, toes are near your ankle. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come forward to a three-limbed plank. Exhale to dog. Inhale. Exhale to dog. Uncross your leg. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Bend your knee, step it forward. Bring your left knee down to the mat. You're going to come to stand. You have a slight angle in your back leg. You're going to swing your arms forward, Anjaneyasana, sometimes called crescent pose. Feel your quadricep muscles stretching. Now bring both your hands inside your right leg. Walk your right leg a little closer so that your hands and your foot line up. You're going to bend your left knee. You're going to reach with your right hand for your left foot and twist to the right. Again, the bending of the knee is optional. You can just do the twist without bending your knee. Release your leg, arms alongside your right foot. Turn under your toes. Step forward. Uttanasana. Fly out and up and down the center line. All right, other side. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale halfway, exhale, fold, left leg goes back, low lunge. Down dog. Come forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. This time, your left leg lifts, it crosses behind your right. You're going to place your toes on your ankle. Your ball of your foot is on your heel. Inhale to a three-limbed plank. Exhale, dog. Inhale. Exhale. Uncross your legs. Lift your left leg, bend your knee, step forward with your left leg. And again, you can do that in several steps. Bring your right knee to the mat, Anjaneyasana. Bring your hands inside your left leg. You can stay right here. You can twist to the left, or you can bend your right knee, reach for your right foot, and twist with a bent knee. This is called a twisted monkey. Release it. Turn under your toes, lift your knee away, step forward, hang over. Fly out and up and down the center line. All right. Just breathe. Bend your knees, make your way to the mat, and come to sit. Now, before I asked you if you had a strap, and here's where we're going to use it. All right. Come to Dandasana. Take your strap, and you want to put it behind you so that either end of your strap is available to you with your hands, like so, on the mat, on the floor. Bring your right leg into your chest, your knee into your chest. You're going to place your left hand on the floor. And you're going to bring your right arm inside your left leg, stretching it towards your foot. So walk your right foot a little bit away from your left leg. So you make room for your shoulder to come inside your right knee. Then stretch your right arm and release. Bring your arm up. Inhale, and then exhale. Bring your arm down to your foot. Bring your arm back up. Now this time, your arm reaches straight out in front of you. You're going to rotate your arm. Your thumb is facing down. You're going to wrap your arm around your right shin. You're going to take hold of the strap. You're going to reach behind you with your other hand. Thumb is down, wrap it behind you. Swing it all the way back as far as it can go to take the other end of the strap. And if your hands are here, way out here, you're going to walk them along the strap, bringing them closer together to each other. That's the tension we talked about before. Now get your right sit bone back down onto the mat. So you were up like this for a little bit, get it back down. And turn to the left. Some of you may be able to make a bind with your hands and you don't need the strap. Some of you may not have a strap. So you put the back of your hand on your thigh and your back of your left hand wherever it lands. Lift your left arm alongside your left ear. And you're going to do a counter twist. You're going to go all the way the other direction. Bring your elbow outside your right knee. If that is uncomfortable, then wrap it. Wrap your arm around your knee. If it's outside, make this a very big twist. Either way, these big twists really strengthen your core. Release it, come back to center. Let's do the other side. All right. So I will add a few more things on Friday when we have a little more time. So maybe you'll be back on Friday, and maybe you'll never come back again, I don't know. So you want to place your right hand outside your extended leg. Bring your left arm inside your left leg, walk it away a little bit so your shoulder can come in and reach for your toes. You don't have to touch them, you're just reaching for them. Bring your arm back up. Inhale, exhale, bring your arm back down. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, bring it down. Lift your arm, reach, rotate so that your thumb is facing down. Wrap your arm around your leg. Take one end of the strap, take the other end with your other hand, and walk your hands toward each other. And sit up, facing the right. Again, if you don't have a strap, just rest your hand. But you'll notice the difference is when you have it, you can feel the tension, you can feel your muscles working. Right arm alongside right ear. Twist towards your left knee. Maybe you'll bring your elbow outside your left knee, or you'll wrap it around. All right, either way. You're getting, if it's outside, it'll give you a little bit more leverage to twist a little bit more. But even if you wrap it, you can make that extra effort to twist more. Come back to center, extend your legs. Remove the belt, get it out of your way. You're in Dandasana. You're going to send your arms straight out in front of you this time. Don't worry about counting, just make your way onto your back. You can bring your feet to the mat and come all the way down onto your back. If you have a blanket or a block is good. Block is actually better if you have one because it'll lift you a little higher. Press into your feet, lift your hips if you have something, pillow maybe, to place it below your waist so that your sacrum and your pelvis rest on it. And then send one leg up to the sky and the other for our inversion. Your arms can be out to the side, overhead, or just resting alongside your body. You can do this pose at home against a wall. It's called legs up the wall. Sanskrit is Viparina Karani, which means something different, but it's intense, it's extended stretch. But it's to, if your legs are against the wall, there's absolutely no effort involved. But it helps your whole body slow down. It even lowers your heart rate a tad, improves blood flow. And bring your legs, bend your knees and bring your feet to the mat. Lift your hips, remove if you have anything underneath, and come into a Shavasana. Allow your whole back body to melt into gravity. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Take a breath. Begin to reawaken your body. Roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead, your feet away from you for a big, long, full body stretch. Then bring your knees into your chest and hug them and roll from side to side for a final massage of your back that worked very hard tonight. Come back to center. Release your legs and roll over on to your right side. to expose your left side, your moon side, to prepare you for the evening ahead. And when you are ready, come up to sit. And when you get there, bring your hands to your heart. And I invite you to think, as this week travels, as it moves forward, about being mindful, about noticing what's around you, about looking at detail, about enjoying that detail, about being in the present moment. Thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.